Good evening, dear friends. So today we are going to address the issue of your belly fat. If you are overweight, have a belly or a big stomach, then watch this video carefully. We take measurements using certain tools. Scales won't work because your weight won't change. We measure around the waist, around the stomach, using measuring tapes to check your measurements. So every viewer, if they don't cheat, every viewer of today's video will start watching it in this unsightly condition. Look, do you recognize yourself in this picture? If yes, then it means we met today for a reason. And here we have this kind of formation right above the belt of your pants, which you call your stomach. And here's the navel. This is the belly, the extra weight, your extra belly. It sticks out right here. Of course, your fat won't go anywhere unless you start eating less, right? But it's possible to pull in your stomach to reduce the size. I'll show you how now, because sometimes it happens that a person doesn't really have excess weight, but their stomach sticks out a lot. Or they lost weight and it seems like their stomach should get smaller, but it still seems to hang over here. And you can't see what's under your feet down there because it's blocking the view. That's also a certain inconvenience. And why does this happen? Our stomach consists of several muscles. If we start to look deeper like this, here we have clothes, for example, a sweater. Under it, there's a t-shirt. Under the t-shirt is the skin. Under the skin is subcutaneous fat, which varies in thickness for everyone. Some people have it well developed. There's something to grab onto. Some people have it very thin. Under it, there are several layers of muscles, including the rectus abdominis. These are the so-called abs that athletes have here. You might have seen them on TV at some point, or maybe you had them yourself when you were younger. Maybe someone with those abs is watching us right now, but that's unlikely. Of course, there aren't any people like that. Next, the oblique abdominal muscles. There are two, the external and the internal. Well, besides the fact that they are paired, just like the rectus abdominis, here they are, the external and internal oblique abdominal muscles. The muscle fibers run in different directions. Some go this way, others go that way. Why is that necessary? So you can twist your body like this and like that. When the paired muscles work together, you get this kind of rotation. When both contract, you can bend to one side. And underneath, it is the transverse abdominal muscle, which, when it contracts, pulls the belly in, and when it relaxes, lets the belly protrude, so it can stick out like this. If we go even deeper, there are intestines and other structures, but we're not interested in them. We go all the way through and reach the iliopsoas muscle, but we're not considering it today. It doesn't concern us right now. But in the back, right here, between the 12th rib and the iliac bone, the quadratus lumborum muscle majestically spreads its fibers. Today, domestic science knows of three directions of fibers. The fibers go from top to bottom, at this angle from the 12th rib here, and at this angle from the transverse processes to the iliac bone. Who am I telling all this to? You all know everything better than me anyway, right? Of course, nobody knows anything, and you'll all forget it in 5 minutes. But to understand the exercises, you should at least know this. Be present when I'm telling you this. So, friends, your excess weight, not excess weight. Please note your measurements in the comments right now, because we'll be looking at before and after. You do these exercises to see who can muster up their willpower. You're in for this kind of transformation by the end of this 3-hour video. This video is 3 hours long. I plan for it to last that long. I'm going to tell you and show you everything now. Maybe I won't make it in 3 hours. Maybe I'll finish in 4. And by the end of this 3-hour video, your stomach will be pulled in like this. It's not pretty, but I'm not trying to make it look good. I'm just trying to show you the point. So friends, your stomach will be pulled in, and from being red, it will become like this, transparent. Several levels of exercises will be demonstrated to you today, depending on your physical fitness. So, the results are recorded in the comments. If they aren't recorded, then write them down. Measure, write it down, or you'll regret it later. If you write it down, you'll thank me more than once. In the comments, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Those who are present, check in as well. Even if you don't do the exercises, just let us know that you're alive and well and keeping up. So friends, there are several levels. The very first one is the transverse abdominal muscle. To start, you just need to learn how to use it to master the skill of using the transverse abdominal muscle. As a rule, a person with excess belly here usually breathes too much into their belly. There are many discussions going on today. Belly breathing, chest breathing. It doesn't matter which kind of breathing is correct. Right now, you just need to get rid of your belly. So pay close attention to the first exercise. Find something to lean on. It can be anything. A windowsill, your husband, your wife. Ask someone to help. Kids, a cat. Just lean on them like this, and at this moment do the movement you're used to. Relax your stomach. It just sticks out like this. And now, while inhaling, take a breath and do an unusual movement for you. Pull your stomach in now. You'll be surprised, even if it's just a little pull in. We do this while exhaling. We inhale, again relax. This is a familiar movement for you. Exhale, pull in. It's an unfamiliar movement. Tense up a little. There you go. And repeat this for 10 reps. Inhale, relax your stomach, let it out. Exhale. You can even inhale like this with sound. You pulled it in. Inhale, relax. Exhale, pull in. The first exercise is 10 repetitions. Then we rest. If you feel dizzy, sit down and take a break. Then keep going. We do 3 sets. After that, touch your stomach. You'll feel some muscle tone starting to appear there, under the layer of fat, so to speak. That's deceptive. It only seems that way, but it's not. You need to do it again. Let's do the second set. Repeat the same thing. I won't do it this time. Do it yourself. Next, the second level of this exercise, Satkriti. If you've already mastered the art of engaging your transverse abdominal muscle, the second level is open to you. Watch this. During the exhale, it's all the same. Exhale. Pull in, pull in, pull in. Now inhale. Here, we don't relax the way you usually do. Same on the exhale. On the exhale, try to inhale. But where to inhale? The stomach doesn't let you inhale. Inhale into your back. Right here. T. Let this area expand here, right in this spot. This is the quadratus lumborum muscle. You've already set yourself up here so it can comfortably tense and relax. And right here, these lower ribs are also useful. They haven't moved for years, and now they'll start to move a little. This is the second level of the exercise. The pose is the same. During the exhale, we do the same thing. We pull in. But during the inhale, we do something different. During the inhale, don't let your stomach relax. Relax your back as much as possible. So, we try to inhale, inhale, inhale into this area here. Increase the mobility of the lower ribs, plus your lung volume will increase, your vital lung capacity will increase. The level of oxygen in your blood may even increase. That'll already be a good amount of work. The next stage, look. Now, as you understand, we need to use the quadratus lumborum muscle for inhalation, and the abdomen for exhalation, and also for inhalation. And now we take a soft pillow, the softest pillow you have. Take your husband's pillow, because you'll need to put it under your buttocks. He'll have dreams later. It'll be a good dream. We put it under his butt. There. And now, your task is to try to press your lower back as much as possible against the surface you're lying on. For example, the floor or a couch, press it down. There, now it's pressed. If it doesn't press down, if you can't, then try it without a pillow at all. So first try to press it down without a pillow. Or, for example, there are people who have well-developed glutes, either muscles or even fat there. And that's why some people don't need a pillow, but most people do need one. So try it with a pillow. Do it like this and do 10 repetitions. Put it down. Again, 1, lift your lower back. Put it down like this, press it. Lift it. Put it down. Lift it. If it feels easy, right? You don't feel any strain. Then straighten your legs like this. And do the same thing with straight legs. There you go. Put it down like this. See, it's not as easy now. But your goal is to gradually learn to do this movement with straight legs. But for now, start with bent legs. Put them down, press them, hold for 3 seconds. Relax. And now, we do 2 sets like this, 10 reps each. And for the 3rd set, here's what we do, watch. Put it down like this. And hold it, don't let for 30 seconds. And during this time, you still need to breathe. And here, you won't be able to breathe with your stomach because it's tense. Because your task during this exercise is to do all this with a bit of effort, if it feels easy. Straighten your legs so that your stomach tenses up during this movement. And now it's tensing up. And now you have to breathe. And breathe. Try to breathe now into the same area I just used. Quadratus lumborum muscles. Try to breathe into the back of your lower ribs. Inhale, exhale. Adjust the position of your legs so you don't strain too much. And spend 30 seconds of your life in this position. This is the exercise. Repeat daily. As long as you want to reduce the size of your belly. Once it decreases to your desired target value, stop doing this exercise. Why did I get up? The next exercise should be done lying down again. I'm tired of lying down, you see, you're watching while lying down, but movement is life. I can't lie down for long, I want to move. I want to work out. But no, I have to lie down again to show the next stage. Look, if you consider yourself an athlete, at a world-class, elite athlete level, years, what you do next, watch. You have gluteal muscles. They're right where the back pockets of your pants are. And if you lift your pelvis up, they'll automatically tense up. And here's the thing. Turns out I didn't stand up for nothing. I didn't get up for nothing back then. When I stood up, blood rushed to my legs and I forgot why. But then I remembered and lay back down. The thing is, your pelvis position also changed when your belly grew. It turned like this for you, and because of that, your glutes stopped working. And this is the kind of figure you have. Look, if you were like this, if you were this kind of gentleman, right? And here is the belly, and here is the fat on the butt. Well, behind those are fatty glutes. Then basically it's fine. No one would say anything to you, but if you've already developed this kind of shape, where you have a belly and your buttocks here have become flat or even concave, right? It doesn't really look respectable anymore. But, and in this position, your pelvis will also rotate like this, over here. See, and your lower back will hurt. If we have the abs stop working, and in most cases, the glutes stop working too. If we, by engaging the glute muscles, manage to bring the pelvis back, we will relieve this area and load the abs again. So look, let's go back to the same position, number 9. Lift your pelvis like this. Your glutes are tense. And now the previous exercise, which you're already familiar with, right? You've seen it or maybe even tried it, where we pulled in the stomach. Let's do it. Or you can do the same thing as in the very first exercise, when we pulled in the stomach as we exhaled and relaxed it as we inhaled. That's what we did like this. The same thing, only now here you exhale and pull in your stomach. And on the inhale, try to inflate it. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, try to inflate it. You'll notice that it doesn't really inflate that much. And here, do one set of 10 times. Pull in your stomach. Inflate your stomach. And the second set 10 times, pull in your stomach. And on the inhale, try not to inflate it. This is the most effective, but on the other hand, it's the most difficult exercise out of all of these. If you can do it, you don't need to do the previous ones anymore. Here's a simpler version of the same exercise, Polagel. When you can lift your pelvis like this by putting something under your legs. For example, placing a roller at calf level and lifted your pelvis like this. Now, try the same thing here. Pull in your stomach as you exhale, as if you're exhaling. And with this inhale, don't let it pull in. Like that. And just like that, spend your time like this, slowly. That's it. Just like that, friends. This set of exercises helps you do this very quickly. Well, of course, your fat isn't going anywhere, but your stomach will be pulled in. Try it. About the results, let me know. I'm curious after all. These and many other exercises are also available at the link in the description for anyone who's curious. That's it. There's a link there. See you in upcoming episodes, I guess.